Up the installation, and you see I got the spout on. It's sealed. And now, if you look, I'm putting a escutcheon on. Here's the shower plate. Shower valve plate. But if you look at this, again, look, there's water collecting back here. There's water that collects back here. There's no way to seal these things the way they're made. And I don't want to talk about the old days and people call me old-fashioned, but think about it. Just like what's just happening with the last cartridge failure. Look, if water comes back here, where is it going to run to? It's going to run into the back. Even if the shower's running. So just think about that. The designs of these pieces, again, it's because it's outsourced to foreign countries and they can't afford to wait. It gets designed a certain way where there's actually a design flaw. So if you look in here, water can collect here and go, and where does it go? It goes in the back. It goes to the back of the wall. There's no way to seal these things properly. Whereas if you have a solid piece, one brass piece, like they did maybe 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and many of the faucet parts were made in the United States. There's a couple of companies in Europe. I think Grohe was in Europe. But I know there was Chicago Faucets, American Standard, I think Kohler. Most of those faucets are made here. I think Crane also made some faucets here. They were all solid. Even these shower faucets were solid, and they just had cover plates. But everything was solid and it was sealable. Now, if you look at this, these are not solid and sealable. So I did replace this spout with a solid spout. But here I can't do nothing unless I rip the whole piece out and try to find a solid piece, which is pretty expensive nowadays because it's not made, it's not readily available. Most of the stuff you have to do to get it in recycle shops, right? If you want to get an older valve. Otherwise, you're usually paying $200-300 for a nice valve that doesn't have all these escutcheons and plates that could produce leakage into the back of your tile wall. The one thing that did save this wall here is that there's cement backer here, so the wall isn't destroyed. Always remember, in a shower area, shower basin, tub basin, you always put on the walls all around, never put drywall, no matter what anybody tells you. You always put cement backer board, or you just put solid cement. Back here on this wall, that doesn't even have wall. I built that out with cement and thin set, and this is a solid wall here to the brick. So remember that. Sometimes old-fashioned stuff aren't the best, but sometimes old-fashioned is good. Again, I'm finishing up my repair of the leaking down from the third floor to the second floor, rebuilding a cartridge, spout, and actually talking about how these are design flaws that actually add to leakage. Leakage also creates damage. It also creates mold. It creates mildew. So you need to think about that when you're designing a building or retrofitting an old building like this. Alrighty, bye.